Hello beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the August 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Hello fellow Geminis. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive as well as the meaning of tarot cards. I do however recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post future videos. With that being said, let's go and jump in, Gemini. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Last few weeks or month. In column number 2, we're going to take a look at just general what's coming for August. We're also going to do a column on money, a column on love, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a healing note, and a crystal of the month for you. But let's go ahead and see here, pulling a summary card for the last few weeks or month. We have the card Preservation. I like the card Preservation, Gemini. This is preserving energy, preserving time, preserving money. Preservation's good. It's about protecting your resources. So I feel like you have done a good job of protecting your resources these last few weeks. Let's see what other messages are coming through though. The first card we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is an indicator of success. This is victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Love to see that. There was some sort of win in these last few weeks for you, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmare, anxiety, grief, depression, worry. If you see this person is quite literally sitting up in bed worried about something, there has been something that's been bothering you though. It feels like something didn't work out the way you planned, or you're trying to make an action plan or make a decision and things just aren't quite working out, Gemini. Again, there's just something bothering you, and this something seems to be like it wasn't how it seemed. Like the path to accomplish or obtain this one thing seems so easy from A to B. And the Moon card is kind of like the curveballs. So things have popped up and popped up and popped up. And for some of you, this could be multiple things that just didn't quite work out. Let's see what other messages we have here, though, or whatever, what additional clarity we can provide. The first card that we have is the World card. The World card is a card, it's the last card in the Major Arcana, so it is an indicator of completing a goal or a lesson. It's things kind of going full circle. I feel like you did complete something, it was successful, it was that accomplishment, that win, and with the World, it means that there's something new that's going to be coming to you. So success, ending, and something new makes sense, especially what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We'll definitely expect some new energy in August. The next card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. You know that if you've listened to my readings before. But this is a card of good fortune, good luck, and it does indicate being at a turning point. So whatever this is that's worrying you, that's not working out correctly, that's bothering you, the nice thing is that we're at a turning point here. So we are going to be making some progress on this item. And then at the bottom, on top of our Moon card, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a very love card. It's romantic love, partnership, proposal, marriage. But proposal is the big thing. Again, this kind of like was a curveball and something didn't work out, but it does seem like there is some sort of offer or proposal or opportunity that is still coming out of this, even though at this point it might not feel like there is, Gemini. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related, or which is just general what's coming for August. We have the card Moderation. I like the card Moderation. We should do everything in moderation, whether it's eating, drinking, dieting, exercising, sleeping, work life balance, spending money. Moderation is the key to success for a lot of different things. So keep moderation in mind as we go into August, but let's see what messages we come up with here. The first card that we have is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a really good money card. This is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. There does seem to be some financial gains coming your way for the month of August, which is really exciting. I will say, as you get this new money, it's interesting because people make more money, but when they start making more money, they just start spending more money. So again, moderation on the money side will be beneficial, Gemini. But moving on, we have the Queen of Wands. This is very confident, very self-assured. I was saying that there still seems to be an opportunity coming, a proposal coming, and you just like need to be confident that things are going to come your way, things are going to happen the way that you want them to. And even if they don't happen exactly the way you want them to, you need to stay this confident and self-assured position. At the bottom, we have the Star. The Star is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. It could seem like a miracle. Again, it's like you didn't think things were going to work out, Gemini, and here they are. They are going to work out. So be confident they're going to work out, and you'll be reaping the financial benefit of it as well. This could also be a card of recognition. We have the big star at the top. So this could be you being recognized for something like your hard work or a paper you've written or something along those lines, but definitely some recognition associated with that large star at the top. The first clarifying card we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation and abundance. I'm not surprised to see an abundant card on top of a card like the Nine of Pentacles. There's no doubt that there's money coming in. This is a card of creation as well, which indicates our ability to create this abundance for ourselves, create this financial gain for ourselves, create this confidence for ourselves, this renewal of hope, this energy. You really can't get better than a creation and abundance card going into a month. So keep that in mind. You can have whatever you want. You have an abundance and you'll have the ability to create in August. The Empress is also a card of fertility and pregnancy. So if you are hoping to have children, be aware of that. The next card we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is one of those cards that's always favorable for you, Gemini. This is a card of clarity. So I feel like something's going to come to light. Again, we thought a door was closed, but in reality, the door is maybe going to be reopened or a different door is going to be opened for you. Clarity on a new opportunity. And this is going to feel more aligned with your life's purpose. The Judgment card is very much a life purpose type card. So be confident, be self-assured, and really be clear on what you want as you go through this. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is one of those cards with a lot of different meanings. But in this case, you see yourself picking up these swords, and it's like you're ready to move on. You're ready for something new. In this case with that star, again, that is that renewal, that hope, that inner clarity. We have two cards saying clarity here. You have the information, you have the skills, you have the power, everything that you need to take these next steps. But it's just like, this is you saying, okay, I'm ready. So it makes sense, especially again, because we're saying your energy, your hope, your spirits will all be renewed. So it makes sense you're ready to take that step forward, Gemini. Now we're going to take a look at our money column, which is anything related to money. Think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you think of when you think of money, Gemini. The first card is the Seven of Swords. We quite literally just talked about the Seven of Swords. I feel like some of you are kind of over your job or over your current role or position. Again, you're wanting more, you're wanting to take a step forward, you're ready for the move. This is you like holding all your stuff saying, okay, let's go. The next card that we have is the Death card. The Death card does not mean death, Gemini, but it does indicate a change, which is good because here you are standing saying, I'm ready, let's go. And the Death card is saying, okay, here's the change. And this is typically a pretty big change. It's an ending in something new. It's a transformation. This could be like almost like a completely different career shift for you. Something you weren't doing before, an investment type you didn't have before. It's almost like rebirth is something very, very new to you through this transformation. So here you are saying you want something new, and there it is, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of having choices or weighing options. So again, there may be multiple paths available for you, and you need to decide, is this where I want to go, or is this where I want to go? weighing your options. Be very thoughtful, put thought, and almost like have pros and cons to the different paths or opportunities that are available to you. The first clarifying card we have for this money column, Gemini, is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned, feeling unloved. You were so ready to go these last few weeks, and when that didn't work out exactly the way it happened, it did kind of cause these low feelings. So you're having these low feelings, but the underlying feeling is you still want to go. You want to move on. You want to take the next step, Gemini, which know that it's still coming, but again, it doesn't make you feel any less sad that whatever didn't happen over here didn't happen the way you wanted it to. The next card that we have is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very resourceful card. I like to see this in the money column because the Queen of Pentacles is about being resourceful with the resources you have. Time, money, energy, whatever it may be, it's using your resources appropriately. So I like to see that. You're also going to be using your resources in your favor through this transformation. So neat card to see, and overall a good money card there, Gemini. At the bottom here we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. I like to explain this as like you were hoping for A, B, C, and D, E, F happened. We already acknowledged that that happened. But now it's like there are new options on the table. There are new paths to take. The transformation, the change is still happening. So it's like taking the time to reassess. But this wasn't necessarily the exact outline plan that you had or the place that you expected to be in, Gemini. Now moving on, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. So think family, friends, children, whatever you think of when you think of love. The first card that we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having lots of burdens. I feel like you're going to be feeling pretty stressed this month. Last month we were doing a really good job of preserving our energy and preserving our thoughts, but now I feel like this month we're just kind of wrapped up in all that's going on. When I see the Ten of Pentacles, this is a really good reminder, Gemini, to take time for yourself, and if you meditate, I do strongly recommend meditating. Meditating really helps with this Ten of Wand type energy. In addition to being kind of that stressed, exhausted position, there is some worry that's coming through with the Five of Pentacles. There could also be somebody in your family that's sick. The Five of Pentacles can be an illness card. So I do feel, and I don't necessarily know that it's you, Gemini, but it does feel like there is somebody sick. Of course, we're going to clarify all of these. And then at the bottom here, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of respect, leadership, strategic planning. For those of you that are in a relationship, I will say that this is a really good card for you. This is a very respectful relationship, and there is a desire from your partner to help you guide through these things. This Emperor card being your partner and their willingness to lead and support, which is great to see. This is also a very long-term card. So this is an indicator of a long-term healthy relationship. Also, the Emperor is known for good parenting, so this could be a card of pregnancy and fertility for you. But let's clarify and see if I can provide any other messages here. The first card that we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change. I like to see this because when we have a card like the Ten of Swords, where we're having low feelings, where we're burnt out, or we're exhausted, we want to figure out how we can quickly get away from this point, and the Eight of Wands is a very quick, speedy card, so I like to see that. It means that we can get away from this point quickly. There is also news associated with this card. The Eight of Wands is like news coming in, finding something out. So whatever this stress, exhaustion, burden is, there's going to be news around it too, which is going to alleviate and relieve some of these feelings, so I like to see it. And like I said, it's happening pretty promptly just given the speed of the Eight of Wands. The next card is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of apathy or unfulfillment, lack of fulfillment. Again, there's this worry because things are just not right. You have these low feelings altogether. Luckily, again, we seem to be moving away from it. Thank goodness with that. I also feel like, let's say it is a sick family member, possibly travel plans or some sort of plans are going to be getting canceled. So you're kind of feeling upset or feeling low, but not being able to see them or not being able to do something that was previously planned. At the bottom here, we have the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is kind of a dark, gloomy card. You see the sky is dark, this person's laying down flat, and there's all these swords stuck into them. Again, you're feeling like you're in this low position. These are very low feelings. But again, the Emperor is here to guide, support, respect, help guide you through this time. So luckily, again, these low feelings, although they're going to be short-lived, there is a shift of energy as it relates to love, or really just your energy level. This has been more of a you column than a love column. Sometimes it just happens that way, Gemini. But good to see the shifting energy with the 8 of Wands, and it's good to see this support system here with the Emperor. Now we're going to take a look at our 5th and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guide. So something to carry into the month of August for you. We have the card productivity. There's no doubt it's going to be a busy month, just given the spread of cards that's happening. But it's also going to be a productive month, which is great. I love productive months. I love getting things done, so it makes me super excited to see that. But let's see what messages come under that productivity card. The first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. We had the Queen of Pentacles earlier. This is again being resourceful with your resources. And actually it ties really well into moderation. It's important to still have a work-life balance no matter how busy you are. Don't be giving too much time, too much energy, too much money to any one thing. Be thoughtful with your resources, especially when we know we're going to have a busy month. So that's my message there, is being thoughtful with your resources. The next card that we have is the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is a card of waiting. In terms of this productivity, there could have been something that's stopping you from taking some of these actions prior to this point, but now it's like it's go time. This again could be travel plans. Perhaps if there were travel plans canceled that we talked about in the love column, you're still going to use this time to travel and do something else. You are going to capitalize and continue to be productive, Gemini. And then at the bottom here, we have the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is a card of friendship, circle of support, celebration. You could be completing a big project with this productivity too, so celebrating this completion. But it does again feel like you're well supported. People are available and helping the cause of being productive this month, helping get things done. Let's clarify this final column here. The first card that we have is the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a card of reflection. It's almost like looking back at what we've done to be smarter in the future, which I like. So that Queen of Pentacles energy is well learned. It's saying you've done this in the past, or you've been in this situation in the past, so you're enabling yourself to be more resourceful and be more productive based on past experience with the 6 of Cups card. The next card that we have is the self-imposed restriction card, the 8 of Swords. If you look at this person, their eyes are bound down, their arms are bound down. Again, I feel like you have been waiting for this, whatever it may be, and it may be if you have been dragging your feet on this activity, Gemini, but the time is here and now. And again, for those of you that are going to be capitalizing on that canceled free time that came up before, this is saying it's really up to you if you're going to use it or not. So if you want to go somewhere, go somewhere. That's my message for you, Gemini. And at the bottom here, we have the 2 of Wands. We had the 2 of Wands earlier. Again, we were saying there was just not time for this productivity before. And definitely travel. This could be even travel with friends. This could be traveling to go to celebrate something. It could be like an engagement party, a wedding. But I do see some travel for celebration, which is exciting. It might not be the original travel plans you thought you had, Gemini, but I do see some travel and some celebration there for you. Now at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the 9 of Spades. This is number 41 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Ace of Spades. This is number 37 card. That's going to be a no. And for question number 3, Gemini, we have the 2 of Hearts. This is number 19 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes for you. We're also going to pull a crystal of the month from our Healing Stones deck. Keep this in your pocket, put it on your nightstand. Just keep it with you throughout the month of August. We have the crystal of citrine, which gives you a new lease on life. It helps you focus on your self-worth, gives you joy in life, courage to follow new paths. Citrine is also a really wonderful manifesting and money crystal. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, healing takes courage, and we all have courage, even if we have to dig a little to find it. Thank you, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Gemini, and I hope that you have a wonderful August.